Retro gaming refers to playing and enjoying classic video games from past decades, typically from the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s. These games are often associated with older gaming consoles and systems, such as the Atari 2600, Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES, and PlayStation 1, PS1, among others. Retro gaming has experienced a resurgence in popularity in recent years, with enthusiasts and gamers seeking to revisit nostalgic favorites and discover classic titles from gaming history. To play classic video games and engage in retro gaming experiences, consider the following options. Retro gaming consoles. Purchase retro gaming consoles or hardware that allow you to play classic video games on original hardware. Many manufacturers offer retro gaming consoles that come pre-loaded with a selection of built-in games, providing a convenient and plug-and-play experience. Examples include the Nintendo Classic Mini-Series, NES Classic Edition, SNES Classic Edition, Sega Genesis Mini, and PlayStation Classic. Original hardware. Collect and acquire original gaming consoles and hardware from past decades to play classic video games on authentic hardware. This option appeals to retro gaming purists and collectors who value the nostalgia and authenticity of playing games on original consoles and controllers. You can find original hardware through online marketplaces, retro gaming stores, or secondhand retailers. Emulators. Use emulation software and emulators to play classic video games on modern computers, smartphones, or gaming devices. Emulators replicate the functionality of retro gaming consoles and allow you to run old video game ROMs, read-only memory files, on your device. Popular emulators include RetroArch, MAME, Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator, Nestopia, NES Emulator, and SNES 9X, SNES Emulator. However, it's important to note that using emulators may involve legal and ethical considerations regarding ROMs and copyright infringement. Online platforms. Explore online platforms and digital storefronts that offer retro video game collections, remastered versions, or re-releases of classic titles for modern gaming platforms. Many gaming companies and publishers release digital compilations or ports of classic games for download on consoles, PC, and mobile devices through platforms like Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Store, Xbox Live Arcade, and Steam. Retro gaming events and conventions. Attend retro gaming events, conventions, or expos where enthusiasts gather to celebrate classic video games, retro gaming culture, and nostalgia. These events often feature retro gaming tournaments, panel discussions, vendor booths selling retro games and merchandise, and opportunities to connect with fellow retro gaming enthusiasts. Community and online forums. Join retro gaming communities, forums, and online communities where you can connect with other retro gaming enthusiasts, share experiences, discuss favorite games, and discover recommendations for classic titles. Websites like RetroPie, Reddit's R, Retro Gaming, and retro gaming forums offer valuable resources, discussions, and support for retro gamers. Whether you prefer playing classic video games on original hardware, emulation software, or modern gaming platforms, retro gaming offers a nostalgic and enjoyable experience for gamers of all ages. With a wide variety of classic titles and gaming consoles to explore, retro gaming allows enthusiasts to revisit fond memories, discover hidden gems, and appreciate the timeless appeal of classic video games.